So welcome everybody. Here we are again on the road to success. I'm here with Misty from the East Coast. I'm here on the West Coast, and we have met here in California recently. We have been sharing in our network that we share with JT Fox online on Zoom. So I'm getting to know her better. And just recently we shared a lot in person, and really wanted to bring her to my audience because she has so much value that I know that you're gonna love, and I want to let her introduce herself. But she's a wealth of knowledge. She is very creative and also very technical, and she's very smart and very witty woman, and it's really a pleasure to get to know you better and now, and I really appreciate you coming into the show so you can share to the audiences all the things that you have to bring for them. And so I want to let you introduce yourself for a little bit and tell a little bit more about yourself and what made you be Misty.
Wow. Well, thank you, first of all, for the gracious introduction. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this conversation, and I simply would like to say that anyone that would like to participate in this, feel free to leave comments. We always love to hear from you with an open mind because collaboration is key.
Fantastic. So again, what makes Misty Misty? Who is Misty?
That's a big question. Well, I'm kind of a clown. I'm a little bit of a Jessica Rabbit. I'm a little bit of Mother Earth and a little bit rock and roll. And I certainly love design, and I'm a huge fan and person who really wants to share beauty with the world. I'm obsessed with it.
Fantastic. Yes. And so you work with architecture, and you work doing the research for the materials and the technical specs that the architectures have to do before going ahead in the design. And that's what she's talking about, all that. And you have a wealth of knowledge, and you have worked with many architectural firms and many successful projects in New York, as I understand. And also you are an entertainer, you are a ventriloquist, and you have an amazing channel on TikTok and social media also. That I think that creative aspect, along with the technical left brain, be able to dig down and look at specs, has made you successful, and very direct and very focused on what you and how you want to make that success grow. So why don't you talk about a little bit about both, like what made Misty go into that part of architecture, the architecture world, and what made Misty go into the ventriloquist world?
That's a great question. So part of it is my love and obsession for beauty. And I really feel that it's very important to leave it better than we found it. It's something that I love sharing with others, and it really does have effects on our communities for the positive. So I'm very happy to contribute with that. And in the technical aspect, what I do is I do write the actual specifications, which is a very large book that often doesn't get read until there's a problem on a project. And really, it's contract documents. So in addition to doing that, what I really do is assist architecture firms with understanding materials and material limitations, and also where they fall into code and their practical usage. And I really encourage architects to think in terms of systems, because it's an effective way to really understand what connects to what and how those smaller failures between connections can cause larger materials failures. And I do this through edutainment, which is really something I enjoy, and I feel like that joy of being able to share information that way is a real key to the success of the reception of information, because it can be pretty dry.
Yeah, that's really fantastic. When I was living in Boston, some of the glass buildings, they had some issue with the way that the material they used for the glass in the Hancock Tower had an issue with the material, and it actually expanded or something, and then the windows exploded after that it was built, and the architecture was liable, of course. And there was if you can read I think you may know about it, and it was very interesting, like if you don't do the due diligence before something like that affects a huge space, then it could be a disaster. So what you do is very important. It lays the groundwork for the decisions that is going to avoid a mistake like that. Imagine a 60-story building and with a window falling through, into the street. So that's it really affects, and of course architecture. The architecture makes a city. Architecture makes the community, the way it's designed, the way it's made. And so without the research and all the different specifications and the documents that you need to have to be able to build it, then you cannot create those spaces for humans to live and share. So that's really a big impact. Thank you so much for that. And I know that that's really one of the things that makes us great, how to combine that left brain capability with the creativity, with the edutainment that you're saying that you do to teach that to the companies and the architects. And it's important because it's all boring stuff, right? it's a really boring stuff. So it's that makes us special, being able to combine the entertainment, the performer side of us, with our more technical job, more specific, more corporate job. So what are the keys in your past? I know you're very successful as a ventriloquist. You're very successful in what you do, assisting the architects. So what do you think are the keys to your success so far?
Really striving to grow every day. Incremental growth.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, incremental growth is so important, right? Because we think like, oh, we want to see a growth right away, but knowing that we do a little step every day is so important.
Absolutely. It really helps to be effective, I feel, and it does. I am sometimes reminded that patience indeed is a virtue, and it's important to be patiently impatient.
Patiently impatient. So number one, be like grow in little steps, take a little step by little step, and be patient. And what do you think made you? So we're talking about what makes Misty pick the architecture world, and what made Misty pick the ventriloquist entertainment.
That's an interesting question. So at some point in time, I had monetized almost every single talent. And when it comes down to it, it's a lot of running around for a lot of different things. So it was a combination of really simplifying and also getting in touch with my inner child, because I read something that was from one of the execs of Ogilvy at some point, and it may have been David Ogilvy himself. And I really agree with this. He said, "We're not the genius. It's the inner child in us that's the genius." So I really reconnected with my inner child to jump into my imagination and create something that I felt that was as unique as possible, but also represented things that I have expertise in.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I think that connecting you ourselves with our inner child at any moment, even when we are by ourselves, makes life fun. And there's nothing more important than have joy in our life. Joy is the ultimate vibration, even higher than love. So if you can spark joy with your ventriloquist skills, and you can spark joy at work, and you can spark joy within yourself, that sparks creativity, that sparks more ideas to create more revenue and more ideas to solve problems, because we encounter, as entrepreneurs, we encounter problems every day, and we need ideas to solve those problems. And as artists, we need ideas to create new content as well. So sparking the joy with that inner child is a fantastic way. So audience, take note of that. Just make sure you act like a child when you wake up. I definitely do.
Plus, you're going to have so much fun.
Yeah,
You do it too?
exactly. I
Awesome.
wake up and I start dancing. That's my thing. So I put on music and I dance while I get ready in the bathroom. So it's, or I dance when I'm showering as well. So
That sounds like it could be, it requires some technical skills.
yeah, well, you can just move however you want. It doesn't require anything. But that's fantastic. Now, is it so? Now the next question that I wanted to ask is: so you have these are the things that led you to the success that you have now, growing little by little every day, and really making sure that you grow in all the aspects of your life. And second, patience. And what about, unless you want to add some more, but what about the future? What do you think are the key points for you to continue generating success in the future and for the audience?
Well, the first thing I would say is stay in touch with your imagination. And I know that that's a very creative answer, and many left brainers are like, well, great. Hang with me though, because once you step outside of the hierarchical thinking and think on a more lateral term, that can give you some different ideas to implement so you can continue to pivot. It's imperative to continue to pivot because the only thing that beats experience is relevance.
Well, that's a very interesting point that you point there. One is about the time, and the other one is about the creativity. So imagination, spark your imagination to create new ideas because we're always trying to solve problems. But the other thing is what kind of problems we're solving today, as opposed to what kind of problems we're going to solve later, or what kind of content we're going to create today or later for the relevancy of the present. And that's really, really key, right, for success. Really stay in touch with what's relevant right now, what's currently right now that is going to work for this particular time, and not look too far ahead. That's great. And then get your imagination to create those solutions. Really be in touch with your intuition, imagination, be in touch with yourself. Would you say that you are very much in touch with yourself when you're in the zone, or would you say that you're much in touch with yourself when you are trying to be in touch, trying to create some idea?
I would say both. So to me, those kinds of flows come from being present. And it's easier to be present when you're not judging your ideas, because there are tons of ideas. Are they all executable? No. Should you attempt to execute all of them? No. But sometimes there are pieces of other ideas that can fit together. And so I really feel that not judging your ideas and just test it and see if it works. If it doesn't work, change it. If it doesn't work, change it. I've gotten in this trap before of the paralysis of analysis, which is why when Hortus repositioned, I didn't take action right away, because I really felt like I needed to be prepared. And I realized that I was taking too much time to prepare. And really, it requires testing things out to see if they work, and just keep moving forward and adapt what works, and keep growing.
Yeah, I agree with you, because sometimes actually when we have reached a level of success, sometimes it's even a little, I believe, from my experience, it feels a little harder to not get into that preparedness, because what you've created in the past, the solutions, the work that you've created is so good that you're so happy with the content that creating a new one, you want to get better prepared, you want to do it better. And sometimes we get stuck in that and we don't create the next one because we've been so successful that it's kind of hard to be ourselves, but we don't believe that we can. So we have to just let go, like you said, and stop that analysis paralysis, and just like imagine that every step is brand new, like you're just starting from zero. I think that has helped me, like just like you said, no, don't judge your idea, just go for it, and don't think that it's going to that you're not going to be well prepared because you have done so much great work in the past.
And hey, your idea might be received by a massive rejection. That's okay. So just make a shift.
Yeah, and so I wanted to ask you one more question. Can I introduce your friend to our audiences?
You guys want to meet Tom Thumb Butterhead?
Yeah.
Are you up for it?
Well, okay.
See, open-mindedness is the key, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, thank you. And Misty's having a Flares of the Farrah Fawcett's 3 moment.
Yeah, laugh and fun and joy are definitely critical for imagination and for creativity and for pivoting, right? So what do you what you were talking to me that you the most fun thing that you like to do is to eat, to
Oh yeah, no, it's
to prepare,
I
to design
I
things.
oh wait, me?
Yeah,
Oh not my favorite thing is to pretend to eat.
pretend to eat. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And you like to eat beautiful things, right?
Yes. And she's just gonna pretend like she's not saying this.
Okay. Love it, love it, love it. And what's your favorite thing to pretend to eat?
Well, right now it was a great monster salad.
Ah, great monster salad. Oh my goodness. That is fantastic. Well,
It
now,
was great.
oh, it was great. Yeah, I
We
love
got dad jokes.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love plating. I think I was talking to Misty before. I was telling her that I love plating because I love when the food is presented in a beautiful way. And of course, I love anything that has to do with food and preparing food and cooking. So I would love to cook for some food for you so you can pretend to eat it and then you can share it with Misty.
Well, it sounds great. What kind of food will you pretend to cook?
Well, I won't pretend to cook. I will actually cook. And you pretend.
Oh, okay. I'm pretending. Oh yeah, I forget sometimes. I don't know who's pretending anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, I will make a special food from Venezuela called arepa, and it's kind of a
Oh yeah.
corn patty. Have you tried it before? Maybe yes.
Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onion.
No, doesn't have pickles on it, no. But it's
No?
filled with cheese and butter, and you can put whatever you want inside. You can put turkey, you can put chicken, you can put different kinds of vegetables, whatever you like. It's really yummy, but I make it with a blue corn
Oh,
flour that is
Well,
organic, non-GMO. It's really fantastic, and I'm probably gonna have that a little later.
sounds delicious.
And then
Does it taste like blue?
it tastes like corn with a hint of fun.
Oh, so blue tastes like fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
sounds cool.
yeah. It
I'd love to try it.
comes out like purple color, like this color, kind of blue.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, it will go very well with your orange skin.
That's right.
Yeah. So what do you like? So for you, what do you think is the funnest thing that you like to do when you are on camera?
I like to talk with people.
Oh yeah, because I've seen you asking questions to people, right? What's your favorite thing to ask?
Um, hmm. I like to ask silly questions.
Let's see, what is the silly question you would like to ask our audience? And maybe they can comment in below.
Okay. Um, what's red and bad for your teeth?
All right. So if you heard that question and you want to answer it, and then we'll share it, and he will read it, and he will comment, comment back.
It's the dumbest joke ever. it's hilarious.
Yeah. All right.
And it's not Misty's hair.
All right. So then, so just to wrap up, then, thank you so much for willing to share these moments. I think
Is that your vacuum robot?
somebody decided to vacuum leaves and
Oh,
clean the patio.
compost.
Doing this.
Are they making compost?
No, they're not. They're just blowing leaves. So it's scheduled, so I can't change it. So,
Okay,
but it's gonna end soon.
it's okay. It's life.
Sometimes it's life. Is how do you pivot, right? Like how do you get in touch with your imagination? How do you pivot?
Indeed.
Yeah,
We can make a song out of it.
that's right. Like this, like Charlie Puth. Yeah, that's
I'll sing the backup vocals.
yeah, exactly. And I'll sing the harmony. I'll sing the harmony
Perfect.
to that. Yeah, it's done. Well, thank you so much for sharing these nuggets. Now, what about, so one last question for both of you. If you wanted to give just one word for our audience that will help them define a better year, this 2023, what would it be? Let's see. What for you both? Like one for you, Misty, and one for Thunder.
Okay, I'll go first. So, vegetables are cool and tasty if you know how to make them.
All right.
Okay. And one thing, master your emotions.
Master your
Emotional mastery is really key. I'm still working on it. I'm getting much better. And I got to say, the more I work on my emotional mastery, the better my relationships are. And everything improves.
Oh.
It really does wonders.
Well, those are great nuggets. I'm so happy and grateful for having you here. So there you have it. Vegetables will ignite all the nutrition and everything that you need to have this year.
It gives you superpowers. And like I look like I'm in a crime scene or something. I'm a detective.
Okay.
Yeah, so just vegetables can be very yummy and delicious, and you should eat more of them, definitely, every day, with every meal. And Misty's nugget is master your emotions. So definitely you need that to pivot, to be in touch with your imagination, to handle relationships better, to handle the situations outside the relationships, the circumstances in life, right? How to handle all that is definitely if you stay in control of your emotions. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Misty.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So it's been a pleasure to introduce you to my audience. And if anybody has any questions, I know how to follow Misty. You can follow her. We're gonna leave in the description. It's gonna be all the links to her website and also for our little friend here, and you will be able to follow her. Please follow her, give her some comments, like her, and ask her any question if you like. And until the next time.
Until next time, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.